I would post an entire conversation starter with people right before I gotta go live. Give me just 1 second. I wanted to reply to one person. Like you, I'd say the trust issue, specifically trusting someone's word, is the biggest thing for me. I've developed. Oh, I know. I developed. Yeah, I'll get to that one in a sec. But hey, welcome to this week's mental health meetup. Today's subject is the pressure to be consistent. Specifically talking about paywall platforms and those public social medias, like the pressure to post every day on something, to post multiple times. A lot of times it's just a routine thing. A lot of times it's based off of the reactions that you get on post. And that can go either way. That can be, you can get a positive reaction, be getting a lot of traffic, and that makes you feel pressured to post more, even if you didn't originally plan to, because you want to keep up a certain momentum and feeling as if, like, if you don't, you'll lose it. And for a lot of people, they feel as if they lose, once they lose it, it's either hard or impossible to get back. Even though I can tell you from experience, that's not the case. But and then on the opposite side of things, if you're posting and not getting the reaction that you want or the traffic that you want, feeling pressure to post more, panic posting. That's what I call it, panic posting. Um, but it's something that we really deal with on a regular basis, not just in sex work, but just as content creators. Um, Feeling as if like, oh, I have to post, especially if you have a lot of like funds and stuff tied into um, your platform. Like you're making a bunch of money, and a lot of the money that you rely on comes from them. If I end up taking a day off, will I still be good? Will my bills still be paid? Or am I going to end up having to worry? I'm a full time content creator myself. So I find myself in that headspace a lot, to where it's like, damn, I didn't post. Sometimes you just don't feel like it. And that's okay. Honestly, that's okay to have those days where it's like, I don't feel like posting. I feel like I trust my platform enough and I've posted enough that I can turn away for a day entirely and be okay. But sometimes that fear is there. It's there. It's like, I don't know if I feel comfortable. Raise up a little bit. Will this let me raise up a little bit? Hold on. Okay. Kind of a new chair. Work with me. Woo! There we go. A little higher. Cool. But like that fear still being there, like, damn. If I do take a day off, is it going to hurt me in the long run? That maybe I have too much to do this month. I don't know, but I can tell you from experience that sometimes those breaks are needed. Um, Finding that balance for your personal and for other outside of sex work obligations, and not even obligations, just things that you would rather be doing. Have faith and feel comfortable enough to make it happen and have enough trust in your platforms that you have built that you'll be good. Um, so I know a couple of days ago I posted a TikTok, and it did numbers really fast. And I was at that crossroad where it's like, dang, I don't post, admittedly, I don't post super consistent on TikTok. And I was telling myself, like, even though I aspire to, I do the best that I can. But um, TikTok for me isn't like super high on the priority list of a lot of my social medias. I keep getting besides the point, sorry. But the point is, I was at this crossroad where it's like, damn, should I throw up more TikToks more often now that this traffic is going like this? Or do I just keep doing what I'm doing and kind of let this one ride out and whatever happens, happens? And I decided the latter. I was like, of course, I'm gonna upload more TikToks, but it didn't make me want to go harder. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? How do you feel? How do you feel in that instance? How did I feel? I felt fine. I still have faith that my TikToks, whenever I post them, will do good. I mean, if it's a good TikTok and it does numbers, I don't honestly, I don't feel like the algorithm is going to matter to where it's like if I don't post it right after, if I post it sometime later, it'll still be okay. Um, Now, thinking about things that I prioritize a little bit more, that where I might actually be dealing with pressure and stuff like that is Instagram and Twitter for me. IG specifically, I tell myself I gotta post at least try my hardest to post once a day, and that varies for me. It varies because I get different reactions on different things. For a while I was not really using IGR like that, and I was just throwing up collab pictures and stuff, and of course those would do numbers. An entertaining ass pic of me with a baddie, they love that stuff. Recently I started reposting like skits and stuff like that, and those did good. Um, and then I started telling myself, because I'm like, okay, I gotta post more stuff of myself too. At the end of the day, I get it. I'm a content creator, and I make collab content with like baddies and stuff like that, and that's awesome. But at the end of the day, this is still my profile as well, and I have to post stuff of myself. And with that, I'm like, damn. I'm worried though because I don't feel like a just me picture is going to kill it the same way that a picture of me and a baddie will. But I did it anyways. Yeah, it was a lot of pressure, and I was like worried. But I was like, is it gonna fuck up consistency? Is it gonna make me not be inspired to post all like that? But I did it anyways because I told myself at the end of the day it was worth it. Um, I'm comfortable that as long as I'm consistently doing it and I don't break and stop or feel worried that if I'm not getting the reaction that I want, I'm gonna lose the motivation to do it. I told myself just do it anyways. Don't worry about the reaction. Just do it anyways. Just do it anyways. Feel motivated to be consistent with this. I don't think it's asking for too much where like every 3 to 4 days I'll throw up a picture of just myself. And yeah, as expected, it didn't get the reactions that a picture of me in the baddie will get, but did it stop me? No. And I still feel happy. I still feel at peace. And I'm gonna keep doing it. And hopefully with that consistency and that presence that keeps, being there, it'll keep rising. Um, Twitter for me it's kind of the opposite to where I do get good traffic off of my post on Twitter, whether it be a promo for something not YouTube safe, um, or just an interactive post like I just posted a second ago. I get pretty good traffic. And with that, sometimes pressures me to feel like, damn, I got to keep posting. Even though I don't feel like it, I feel like maybe I just posted something I don't need to post again anytime soon. I got to keep doing it anyways. I don't think, unless life just kind of got in the way and it couldn't be helped. I don't think of my 4 years I've had this Twitter. Yeah, I've had this Twitter for 4 years. That I've really gone an entire day without throwing up nothing, because that is like one of the main platforms where I've told myself I that's crucial for me when it comes to promo and stuff. That's number one because I can promo effectively and unrestricted. So there's a lot of pressure I put on myself when it comes to that, and it's a habit I'm trying to break. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to like distance myself from Twitter because again, it's necessary, but I'm trying to start having better self-talk when it comes to my posting on there and feeling more motivated to post because I want to versus feeling all the time like it's because I have to. We like your solo pics. Thanks, Paisley. I like mine too. Just getting a little bit more creative with it and stuff and making them a lot more personal. Yeah, versus just trying to always post the cool pics and stuff. The one I posted recently, hold on, I'll show you. Even though I know you've seen it, but this is just kind of like more of my vibe and my speed and stuff like that. I'm like, oh look, here's a picture of me with a Nintendo Switch because it's something personal I like to do, and I try to the best of my ability, personalize my stuff. So I don't ever, in my opinion, come off as just some soulless male talent who's just peen with no identity. Um, but anyways, that's Twitter. So speaking of the paid platforms, I don't really have as much problem with ManyVids because ManyVids is really just a platform where I can come and go. I can go on ManyVids once a week and just throw up a couple of videos and go about my business because that's all it's for. It's for people to come through for the video stores. I mean, if you have live shows and stuff, kudos to you. It's also for that. But for me personally, I use it for a clip store for people to just come through and buy individual videos. OF, on the other hand, for me, is something I have to, at least to the best of my ability, tend to daily. Interact with people personally in the messages, post on the timeline, make my presence felt daily, post consistent new videos every 3 days. Even though I've tried to start working smarter, not harder, and I queue my stuff in advance, the new videos I queue in advance. And then once a day, I'll go in and sell, maybe twice a day, sell a video PPV in the vault, from the vault. Like I said, work smarter, not harder. All that stuff is easy to do. It's not too much work for me to interact with fans. It's kind of what it's for, hence the name. But I know a lot of people, myself included, feel pressured to be on there, even times where I really don't want to do it. Because this is a full-time gig for me, just like for a lot of y'all viewing. This is a full-time gig. Like, you need off days. So, like, you have to clock out at some point mentally. Like, I can't be on there all day, every day, at people's beck and call. Like, I just, psychologically, you can't do that. You got to have those times to like step aside for a few, do some personal stuff for insert government name, and yeah, so that you can come back at your best and do your thing. I know it's easier said than done because for a lot of people, OF is a primary, if not the primary, source of income. It's not mine personally; it's a secondary, thankfully. But yeah, even with that, it's a lot. It's like there's been times where like I took off too long, and it reflected in my payouts for that month. Looking at it, I was like, damn, I killed it in March. I ain't shit in April. Oh no. And then May, that's like just so much pressure to try to replicate March, and fear I was going to end up doing what happened in April. Not this year. This year has been pretty consistent, but like last year, I had like really, really, really high months, and then I had really, really, really low months, and it put a lot of pressure on me. But then, you got to have that self-talk with yourself and have faith in your content, have faith in your brand, and have faith in not just yourself, but your people, your fans. Have faith in them as well. Because a lot of times we worry, this ain't gonna hit, this ain't gonna hit. Your fans are there for you. At the end of the day, they're there because they love your work. And they're going to invest when they want to, but nevertheless, they will. Nobody's shit says zero. No one's shit says zero. Even if it's a little something that day, definitely be grateful for the people that are there. And once you have a better just perspective of things, an outlook of, the results that you are receiving, it'll feel a lot better during the down days and feel so much better during the up days as well. So long story short, just summarizing everything. The pressure to be consistent is real. Consistency is important. But at the end of the day, you need to have that balance when it comes to your level of consistency, balancing it with your personal life and other obligations outside of content creating and sex work. If anybody has anything they want to say or comment, feel free to. Or you can just leave a reply down below and I'll address it in the next video. Looking at the calendar, the next one will be, today's the 4th. I guess it'll be in 2 weeks. Possibly. In worst case scenario, my plans for this weekend don't happen, then you'll at least know by Friday if I'm going to do this on the 11th and what the subject will be. But I'm guaranteed I will do this on the 18th for sure. Oh, that's good news. But I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. I'm glad that I was able to do this. I'm glad that this is what, my fourth one. I'm trying to balance everything. Feel free to talk about it. Um, but yeah, I know how hard Paisley works when it comes, and Paisley does a lot, wears a lot of different hats, personally and professionally. Um, yeah, mad respect to you. And I know it's not easy, but you do it. Uh, but yeah, this is number four. I'm proud. I'm just like, one thing I'm really happy about is the talk versus walk when it comes to Finney's playoffs. It's like everything that I've said I've wanted to do, especially when it comes to Vegas, I've done. Um, Fearlessly just made it happen. This was just something I discussed. And originally, again, it's something where I would love for people to like physically come through, and they're always welcome to. But it's Sunday at noon, and a lot of people do shit on the weekends and be out of it, and just don't be having the energy. I have a ton of people that hit me up saying that they want to come through for this, and they'll come through this day and they'll come through that day. It's whatever. Whenever you come, you come. But I'm glad I've been able to do this anyways. People giving me the idea to just stream it because it's kept it alive. Um, Jesus, Mila, hit me up bragging about Pokemon Go. But yeah, I'm so proud of you. And yes, what you say, put in to. I'm assuming you're saying put into existence. Um, Thanks, B. I'm proud of you too. You know it. Um, but yeah, leave a comment down below. I'm going to, of course, tag Pineapple Support down below, which specializes in the mental health and wellness of sex workers, and Brightside as well, which same thing, but that one's more of a general for everybody viewing. Um, the information, the sites below, if you're looking for mental health services. Jesus, woman. I'm gonna head out. Again, leave a comment below. I will reply in the comments, and I will see you either next week. I'll let you know by Friday, but guaranteed on the 18th, whatever that subject may be. Have a good Sunday.